Hey, I appreciate you watching this video and I hope it can be of service to you. If you don't already know, my name is Hermann and the purpose of this channel is to inspire you to follow your own dreams by sharing my stories and lessons from me chasing mine. That being said, let me tell you one thing that I learned from pitching a bunch of bullshit to a business owner. That I have an extremely twisted view of reality. And most likely you do too. So let me tell you the story. When I first became homeless, I had a plan, okay? My plan was to go to businesses and present myself as a customer service specialist. Well, the first experience pitching that to a business owner was pretty enlightening. You see, I came out of the first business meeting really confused and honestly I didn't even understand anymore what I was offering the business owners. I felt like dying. I actually opened up my notes and I wrote in the notes that I want to roll over and die, just because one business owner had turned me down because she didn't understand what I was trying to offer to her. And then I started thinking, like, what the fuck did I expect? It's my third time in my life walking into a business and I was offering them something that I really couldn't even explain to them. What was I expecting? So I'll tell you what I was expecting. I was expecting to go in there like Jordan fucking Belfort to pitch this crazy cool idea. They would be all like hyped and shit and they would give me a lot of money and I would solve all my problems with the first business walk-in that I did that day. That's what I was actually expecting in my mind. And that's when I realized that I have an extremely twisted sense of reality. You see, we all have this perfect image in our heads of ourselves, the skills we have, how good those skills are. I'm the same, and there's nothing wrong with having an image like that in our heads. It's just that as I started to identify with that image, when I get real life feedback, I realized suddenly that I am not Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, when I'm pitching sales ideas. But I am Hermann Armulik, who has done business walk-ins like 5 times in his lifetime. So suddenly all this beautiful image of myself is crushed. I am disillusioned and it's really fucking painful. But the thing is, I realized I shouldn't be ashamed of it, okay? It's good to take that pain because I can now really understand at what level I'm at and continue growing from there. So there's really 2 things that I can do with the pain. One is reject it, go back into my head, continue living that perfect life in there, and forever in my real life avoid the situations where I could get some real life feedback on my perfect image of myself, because it would again trigger the pain response. The second thing I could do is embrace it and understand that there's nothing wrong with me being a beginner when I've done business walk-ins like 5 times in my life. And what the embracing opens up to me is the opportunity to actually grow, right? So now I understand where I'm at, and from here I can map out what I need to do to become better. I turned the whole situation like upside down. I felt really good about feeling bad because now I understand that I'm not this great sales guy that I thought myself to be, but it opens up for me the opportunity to become that great sales guy. So literally become my dream in real life. But if I start avoiding the pain, I will never ever acquire the skill through practice to become that dream self in real life. So disillusionment and this pain is a really good thing, and that's how I decided to interpret it and accept it into my life. But I suggest when you find yourself in that similar situation, really just embrace the pain and realize there's nothing wrong with you, you just haven't had practice. And if you want to become good at it, now you can open yourself up to the world of opportunities to walk into businesses and say to yourself, yeah, I suck shit at this, but as I practice more and more, soon I won't. One day I can be Jordan Belfort and pitch any idea and get all the cash, but only if I embrace the pain. So, the key takeaway for me from that situation was to embrace the pain, and it feels really liberating actually to admit to myself that I suck shit in some areas of my life where I previously taught myself to be like the king. And I invite you to look into yourself, to think about what are the areas in your life that you might be avoiding because you know the reality would be too far off from what you imagine yourself to be in this moment. And go and embrace those moments, become disillusioned, and then start working toward your dream self. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider subscribing or sharing this with a friend who you think needs to see this. Whatever the case, I want you to know that I thank the universe every day for your existence. I'll see you in the next one. Follow your dreams.